So I thought we would try out a resource. I mean, it's called the Emotion Words, and it's really to enable us to. The purpose of it is to enable us to have discussions about trying to really connect with how we felt about something, how we felt about an experience. So there's a range of emotion words, both some are more positive, some are perhaps more negative. On this piece, and with the idea that we're wanting to tap in, probably in quite a quick way, as to how something felt. Okay. All right. And for the purposes of what we're going to do today, it'd be really good if we could just even think about last week at work, and to think about how we picking an emotion that sums up how we felt and being able to share that in a round. Mm-hmm. We're not necessarily going to respond and comment on what people have said. We're just going to share how we felt. You know, to see as well, there's some blanks here in case the emotion word that you're really feeling about the experience of work last week is not there. Okay. And I'm happy to go first. I'm thinking actually that I might very well use the blank because I would say the word, or an emotion word I would use to sum up work last week would be nervous. And it's interesting because I'm very used to, I suppose, running workshops and doing this work. However, I always feel nervous, and kind of maybe growing to understand that probably will never go away, and that I suppose learn to have comfort in nervousness. Because equally, I guess I feel energized. I felt energized at work last week in terms of there's always something new that I or we, because I work with Adele in this work, and that we learn, and that learning like really excites and energizes me. So there's always something new. But maybe I also want to pick feeling safe, because Adele and I are in it together as facilitators of the work, and I feel incredibly safe. Because I guess we don't always know what's going to happen. We don't necessarily know even how each of us is going to be. However, my overarching feeling is feeling safe.
Lovely. So thinking about the last week of work, surprisingly, I suppose to me, the kind of word that pops out most is excited. Mm-hmm. So I've been looking more at research recently, putting in the studentship bid and thinking about funding bids. And it's just got me feeling so excited about stuff that I'm naturally really passionate about, and then how to bring that forward into the world. I'm not used to feeling excited in work, so it feels really lovely, and it's supposed to be also encouraged. The people that have been supporting me, I suppose, have given me a wee bit of faith that I can still do this, and yeah, it's just been, it kind of makes me feel like I'm coming alive again at work, which has been really lovely. Yeah.
And for you, Tamsin?
So I had quite a varied week. So flustered is maybe one. I suppose that's that kind of feeling when there's so much activity and it's difficult to prioritise, and things kind of come in that you need to deal with very quickly. So it's that kind of how do I manage all of that activity at once? And I suppose there's a bit of relief because there were some things that I had been kind of hanging over me, and there were kind of deadlines, and I managed to kind of get them in on time. So that was good. And then I'm also going to pick, just thinking about different things that happened last week, connected. So I got an email from, in fact, one of my examiners for my PhD put me in touch with one of her PhD students. So that was really nice to have that kind of connection and kind of feeling valued around someone wanting to hear about your research.
So just thinking about doing that, like the experience of doing it. I know that you probably maybe used this in a wee while, but just wondering about what you valued about this resource and this activity we've done, and maybe if there's anything you're curious about.
I think I like how simple it is, that just being able to, if someone asks you how your week's been, you could rub it on for quite a bit before getting to the point. And there's something nice to think, actually, the emotion was excited. That's what it is. And to sort of bring that out.
Yeah. And I like, I think having the words there helps you to think about it in a different way. So you can sometimes get really focused on perhaps the really things that have been really challenging, and perhaps not seeing the bigger picture of the week as well. So